Hello everybody, I hope you're doing good today. This video will contain copyrighted material being used underneath the Fair Use Act for educational purposes. Let's get started. Part 2, FECORE Striking Back, Bigfoot Edition. Patricia Bigfoot. Alright, yesterday we left off with FECORE and Bob interrupting, making sure Karen hits all of her talking points, you know, of this scripted production. You know, Patricia isn't an interviewer because she asks a question, she answers it herself, and then she gives her guest a chance to speak about it. And if she don't think the guest hit all the talking points, she'll finish up hitting all the talking points. This ain't a talk show, people. This ain't an interview. This is social engineering taking place in the flat earth community. So let's get started. What's your role? She asked Karen what's her role, and we know part of her role is coming on her Patricia's show and doing damage control and fabricating lies. Let's have a listen.
What's your role in FECORE, Karen?
I'm secretary of the nonprofit organization.
Secretary's a pretty demanding job. It's not wearing a pencil skirt and high heels and taking dictation like many would think, right?
Yeah, I mean, my main purpose is to just do sort of any. I'm helping with the paperwork and the filing still, and also do minutes for the meetings and that sort of thing, and pretty much anything that they need me to do.
Did y'all catch that? Let me back up for IFers so you all can hear, and Mark Martin and all you other guys that are looking into FECORE. Let's listen to her again here.
Work in the filing still, and also just yeah, I mean, my main purpose is to just do sort of any. I'm helping with the paperwork and the filing still, and
they're still helping. She's still helping with the paperwork and filing for the FO1C3. All right, let's keep going here.
Also do minutes for the meetings and that sort of thing, and pretty much anything that they need me to do, you know.
How many?
Like, come on Patricia's show and do damage control. Oh, and their upcoming experiment's a freaking joke. I'll make a video explaining why. Because remember, now they ain't gonna be on the water, they're gonna be on the side of the lake. Laughable. Alright, let's keep going here. Patricia asks a question here, who's involved in FECORE? Again, like we don't already know, she's asked this same question to several other FECORE members that she interviewed. But let's have a listen here.
How many people are members of it? And could you tell us who they are? I mean, many of us know at least one or two.
Well, I mean, the main board members are on the website. It's Mike Kavanaugh, Steve Torrance, Sandor Zaleski. I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not. I'm sorry, Sandor. Bob, obviously, from Globebusters, Jaron, and Rick Hummer, and then myself are the board members. But there's a lot of people in the group who aren't listed on the website. A lot of really, really smart, smart people.
Notice that little, after she says smart people. They ain't smart people. They're dumb people like you, Karen. Very dumb people. Let's keep listening here.
So there's people that are involved in this that aren't.
You hear what she said? She says much smarter than myself, and then starts laughing again. No, Karen, they're just as dumb as you, like I said.
They're not putting their name to it exactly at this point?
Not officially, but they're involved. Like Dr. Zach. I mean, he's part of the group.
Dr. Zach. I keep hearing Dr. Zach. Do any of you guys have any credentials? Does Dr. Zach even have a PhD? That's required to call himself a doctor. I don't care if it's a PhD in waste management. Does he have a PhD? If so, let's get him on Patricia's show next week and interview him, and he could show us. Or is he just like these clowns that go around pretending to be God? Now let's get started here with the next clip. Let's see, I got any more here on this clip? Yeah, there's more.
You know, before it ever became official, it was originally Zach, Steve, and Mike. They were the first three that started this whole project. So, you know, he's obviously a really big part of it, but his name's not on the website, but he's definitely an important member. But there's...
So what happened to all those secret scientists you guys are supposed to have that you can't name? I mean, we as a community got to figure out if this 501c3 has got to list all the other employees. Mark Wilson and IFFers and all that stuff. Because they're full of shit. They can't be trusted. I've caught them in several lies. Let's keep going. A few more seconds here.
You know, a few of them. Chris Monk-Cellier's in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a lot of, I mean, just a lot of very bright, intelligent people as part of this group. And it's really exciting.
So
there you go. Yep. Real exciting. All right, let's get started with the next clip. Patricia tries to explain to us again what FECORE is about and why the deception. Let's listen to this nonsense here.
by field engineers, FE.
Mhm.
It's a way to sort of sneakily hide flat Earth in there, but without, I think anyway, probably without allowing the greater world who isn't into flat Earth and might think it's silly to feel that it's about the field engineers and not really about flat Earth, but it's there. It's under the radar. It's in stealth mode.
Right. Yeah, sort of. Because, you know, nobody...
You notice it's all laughing, sort of stealth mode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just go to Google and type in FECORE, it doesn't see long that they're tied to the flat Earth model. Not long at all. And that's exactly what people will do when they see FECORE.org, is go to Google, type in FECORE. Then they're going to see all these flat Earth channels tied to it. Wonder if we click on videos, we'll see MGTV, me. Huh? You think? Oh, where? What is FECORE? Mike Kavanaugh. Let's talk. I'll have to make sure I try to get in that search there. But that's all right, because when they type in FECORE at YouTube, they'll find me, MGTV, and several others. All right, let's move on to the next clip. Let's see if I finished up with this one. Oh, no, we got more here, I think. Yep.
It's going to take you seriously if you go around calling yourself, you know, a flat Earth group, you know.
I know, it's true. And the thing about calling any channel or any...
Nobody's going to take you seriously, too, trying to tell us that Bigfoot's real. And he don't want to be seen. But you've seen traces of him. You've seen his footsteps and all this other shit.
Video you make, flat Earth or blog or whatever it is that you do, there's a good and bad. Everyone knows what that is, but then everybody knows what that is. So it's a search term where you get great information, but it's also a way to be mocked. At this point, it would be hard to turn the ship around if we all could decide to not have flat Earth in the title of our videos or in our channels. It would be hard to search for alternative Earth shapes or whatever.
Yeah.
So flat Earth is the shorthand that we've all decided on at this point. So
that seems to be the next agenda, taking flat Earth out of everybody's names. Yeah, whatever, if that's what you like to do, yeah, I can understand. But it seems to be being pushed now, agenda being pushed. Remember, it's about other hot potatoes. It's not about flat Earth. All right. So let's move on to the next clip here. The term flat Earth. It's been weaponized. Yeah, it's been weaponized by the likes of Patricia and Mark and everybody else who's done media interviews answering questions like, what other conspiracy theories have you been involved with? And then Mark and Patricia going around telling them they're conspiracy theorists, and we're all conspiracy theorists. So they're all giving the media bullets. Let's listen to this nonsense.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of, that term's kind of been weaponized.
Yes, it has.
By mainstream science. It's like everybody's been programmed to think that it's stupid or archaic, or you're an idiot if you think that. But it's also the easiest way to describe what it is, what we think Earth is, because it's not a ball, and we don't.
So anyways, there you go. The media weaponized this with the help of like Mark. He's done over 150 interviews with the media, radio, television, everything. And I'll bet 90% of them he mentions he's a conspiracy theorist. He dabbled in other conspiracy theories. He calls us all conspiracy theorists. You see an agenda there, folks? But yet these clowns still go in front of the media. And speaking of weaponizing the flat earth community, let's listen to this nonsense.
All right, flat earth. How'd you get started? Were you looking at other so-called conspiracies before you stumbled upon this one?
Yes, definitely. Just all the standard things that people look at: financial corruption, political corruption, vaccines, the corrupt medical industry, all that stuff. And everybody's and probably the most controversial subject besides flat earth is Bigfoot. That was one of the other things that I researched for a long time before. So all those things led into flat earth for me.
Now, Bigfoot's an interesting one. I don't discount anything on this flat earth. And so Bigfoot to me is a possibility. A couple of years ago.
Utter nonsense. And here they go, weaponizing the media, giving the media the bullets to fire right back. Like I said, this is social engineering by this other hot potatoes channel. All right. Let's keep going here. Let's listen to this nonsense of this woman's Bigfoot story.
You have a Bigfoot story, and some people have heard it, but some haven't. Would you be willing to talk about it?
Yeah, I always love to talk about Bigfoot. I mean, I have a lot of Bigfoot stories, actually, because I've had quite a few experiences with them. But
really?
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, later on she says she's never seen them because they don't like to reveal themselves. But she's heard them talking to each other. She's seen their footprints. And she's got no fucking proof to show. It's just utter nonsense. Stupidity. My goodness. And you could see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to make it about everything, not flat earth. They're trying to convert this into a reality show. In fact, a reality show is imminent. It's only a matter of when. Patricia and Mark talked about it on their show the other day. I suggest you go watch it. Let's keep going here. Was there anything else here at this one? 319. Yeah, let's keep going.
I've only heard the one, so
Bigfoot
maybe it's
story.
the big one or the main one, or pick any one of your favorites and just give us a brief overview.
Which one did you hear?
I heard about, I think a child of yours saw a Bigfoot. Is that the one?
Oh yeah, that's one. That's probably that was one of the most surprising ones that happened when I was outside in my backyard and I was watering the grass. And I live surrounded by woods, all hardwoods, and my daughter was with me, and she's 3 years old at the time, and she grabbed my leg like for dear life, and she was like, "Mommy, there's a Bigfoot over there by the logs. Don't let it get me." And
a 3-year-old can identify a Bigfoot and evidently seen it.
I looked over there and I didn't see anything, and I just thought, well, that was really strange and random. And I just told her, well, don't worry about it. It's okay. Mommy's here and I'm not going to let anything happen to you. And I just kind of forgot about it. And probably like a minute or two later, there was a 40-foot tall tree about 100 feet from my house violently shaking.
Yeah.
And there was nothing. It was not a windy day.
Jeez. Bears do that all the time. Utter nonsense. Do you see what they're trying to do to flat Earth? They're trying to humiliate flat Earth. They're trying to turn this into a comedy reality TV show. Did you know there ain't no reality on TV? That's all they're doing here, folks. It's utter nonsense.
There's no wind, and it was a very still summer day, and this tree was just shaking back and forth. I could hear it cracking.
So here you have, there you go, the little So here you have this woman coming on representing FECORE pushing Bigfoot. And now you see why I named this Bigfoot Edition. Because not only is she pushing Bigfoot, Patricia is too. So let's get started with the next clip here.
A creature that is between, what do they say, 6 and 15 feet tall, that would be very, very hard to hide. Mm-hmm. And I know this is a flat earth show, but it's also other hot potatoes. And I think Sasquatch Bigfoot is one of those other hot potatoes, and one of those subjects that if you talk about it, like flat earth, people think you're nuts. And that's why I'm open to all of these things.
She's open to letting people think we're all nuts. She just said it.
I don't think something like this would have existed this length of time would there not be validity. And same as the Loch Ness Monster, and same as quote unquote aliens, but just not in the.
There you go. Same as Loch Ness, same as aliens, and so on and so forth. Do you see the fuckery here, ladies and gentlemen? This is your FECORE Metatron, Hail Metatron cult. Hard at work here. Making a mockery out of flat earth. Alright, let's end it with Karen here. Like I say, they want to converge everything. And Karen here, the FECORE person here, representing FECORE, tells you that exactly. Let's listen.
It sounds like a higher form of intelligence than we have, akin to dolphins, a different way of communicating, but a lot more, I hate to use the word.
She's talking about the intelligence of wood, or what do they call it, forest people, aka Bigfoot.
Evolved, let's say advanced than humans.
Yeah, they're extremely intelligent, and they live, in complete and utter harmony on Earth, with everything, with all other things in nature. They're like protectors. They're a much higher minded being than the rest of us are. They vibrate higher. And that's what I'm saying. There's a lot to learn about them. I think that's why they lie to them about us, because if people were more open to communicating with them, the things that we could learn from them, along with learning that we don't live on a ball in space. I mean, if those two worlds could come together, I just feel like you could just blow the doors off so much stuff that we couldn't even imagine.
There you go, folks. Merging all this fucking bullshit and Mason fuckery together. Have a good day, everybody.